What if everything you thought you knew about Heartland was about to be turned upside down? Season 19 isn't just another chapter in this long running family drama, it's a turning point. Secrets buried deep are about to surface. Relationships will be tested like never before, and choices made in this season could redefine the future of Heartland forever. This isn't just a continuation of the story, it's the moment when everything changes. Heartland. Season 19 opens with a theme that is both familiar and brand new: change. For years, fans have watched the characters face trials, heartbreaks, and moments of triumph, but this season carries a different kind of weight. It isn't just about moving forward, it's about confronting the past, embracing the unknown, and taking risks that could alter the lives of everyone at Heartland Ranch. At the center of it all is Amy Fleming, whose journey has always been the emotional heartbeat of the show. But in season 19, Amy isn't simply healing others, she's forced to question her own path in ways that could shock even the most loyal fans. Since the tragic loss of Ty Borden, Amy's story has been one of resilience. She picked up the pieces, raised Lindy with strength, and leaned on her family as she rebuilt her life. Yet beneath her calm exterior lies an unresolved battle between holding on to the past and daring to step into a future she never planned. This season challenges Amy to step beyond her comfort zone, and the choices she makes will carry consequences not only for herself, but for her daughter and for the entire family dynamic. Will she choose to let her heart open again, or will she retreat into the safety of what she already knows, avoiding the risk of more heartbreak? This question hangs heavy over the new season, fueling speculation and suspense among fans. But Amy isn't the only one standing at a crossroads. Lou, who has long struggled to balance her professional ambitions with her responsibilities as a sister, mother, and daughter, finds herself facing challenges that could strain even her remarkable resilience. Season 19 hints at new struggles in her leadership roles, battles that may put her at odds with those she loves most. For Lou, the season could become a test of loyalty, forcing her to ask herself what matters more, her career or her family. And while she has often been able to find balance, this time the scales may tip in a way that shakes her foundation. Tim, as always, is unpredictable, a man driven by pride, stubbornness, and deep love for his family. Yet in this season, whispers of a major turning point surround his character. Could Tim finally be forced to face a decision that changes the course of his future forever? His journey in season 19 may be one of reckoning with his past mistakes, his relationships, and his vision of the years ahead. For a man who has often hidden vulnerability behind a tough exterior, the stakes have never been higher. And then there's Jack, the steadfast patriarch, the rock on which Heartland has always stood. But even rocks are not immune to the passage of time. Season 9 suggests that Jack may be forced to adapt to new circumstances at the ranch, and perhaps even face changes in the way his wisdom is received by the younger generation. Will his voice still carry the same weight in a world that is rapidly shifting? For fans, the thought of Jack being challenged in this way creates both fear and excitement, as he has always been the anchor of stability. The season's theme of change doesn't stop with the familiar faces. New characters are set to arrive, and with them comes a whirlwind of uncertainty. Fresh faces often bring new opportunities, but in Heartland, they also bring conflict, misunderstandings, and challenges to the values the family holds dear. Will these newcomers be allies who strengthen the bond of the ranch, or will they threaten the very fabric of the Heartland legacy? The suspense of their arrival adds another layer of intrigue to a season already brimming with emotional weight.
Season 19 doesn't just promise drama, it promises transformation. It is a season where the characters must choose between holding on and letting go, between safety and risk, between the familiar and the unknown. Each storyline weaves into the larger tapestry of a season that could redefine the show's future. For longtime viewers, the suspense lies not in whether there will be conflict, because there always is, but in how these beloved characters will emerge from it. Stronger, broken, or completely changed? If season 19 is truly about change, then the heart of that change beats strongest in Amy's journey. For years, fans have admired her strength, her patience, and her rare ability to heal not only horses but also the people around her. But this season, the very qualities that once defined her may be tested in ways no one expected. After Ty's death, Amy became the symbol of resilience, a woman who endured tragedy yet continued to rise. But in season 19, the question is no longer how she will survive, it's how she will truly live. The writers have carefully hinted for seasons that Amy might one day face the possibility of love again. In season 18, those hints became more visible, subtle but powerful, sparking endless debates among fans. Should Amy open her heart to someone new, or would that be a betrayal of the love she shared with Ty? Season 19 pushes this delicate thread further, daring to suggest that Amy may be ready, or at least forced, to confront these emotions. The possibility of romance is not just about her, it's about Lindy, who has grown up without her father and now looks to her mother as the model for strength, love, and family. If Amy does choose to love again, how will Lindy react? Could it bring healing, or could it open old wounds? The suspense is unbearable because the answer is not simple, it's complicated, painful, and life-changing. But Amy isn't the only one standing at the edge of change. Lou's arc is also about to take a dramatic turn. Having proven herself as a capable leader and a strong voice in both family and community matters, Lou now faces a struggle that could challenge her sense of identity. Season 19 suggests that the responsibilities she carries may collide in a way she cannot ignore. As her career grows, her time with her family shrinks, creating tension not only with her children but also with the very people who depend on her strength at the ranch. Lou has always been the one to take on too much, believing she can balance everything. But what happens when the weight becomes too heavy? This season may finally force Lou to make a choice that could change the trajectory of her life forever. Tim's storyline, however, may be the one to shock fans the most. He has always been fiery, stubborn, and full of pride, but in season 19 there are whispers of a revelation that could rock the family to its core. Tim has walked a path of mistakes and redemption, often struggling to prove himself as a father and grandfather. But this season may reveal secrets from his past that no one saw coming, secrets that could alter how his family views him. Could there be hidden truths waiting to surface, truths that challenge the very bond he has worked so hard to build? And if so, will Tim be strong enough to face the fallout? His story could easily become one of the most dramatic arcs of the season, and fans are already bracing for the storm. Meanwhile, Jack, the Rock of Heartland, faces a quieter but equally powerful struggle. For years, he has guided the family with wisdom, patience, and an unshakable presence. Yet even Jack cannot escape the passage of time. Season 19 may show him confronting challenges that force him to question his role as the anchor of the family. Will he continue to lead as he always has? Or will he begin to hand over responsibility to the younger generation? The thought of Jack stepping back is difficult for fans to imagine, yet it is precisely this tension that makes his arc so compelling. For the first time, Jack may need to learn how to adapt, and the results could either strengthen or fracture the family he loves so dearly. But beyond the family we know and love, the new season brings another layer of suspense: the newcomers. Every time new characters arrive at Heartland, they bring both hope and uncertainty. In season 19, their presence is set to shake up the ranch in ways that fans cannot predict. Will they bring fresh opportunities, such as new business ventures or partnerships in the horse world? Or will they carry hidden motives, threatening the values and trust that have always defined Heartland? The suspense lies not only in who they are, but in what they want. Because in Heartland, every new arrival has the potential to leave a permanent mark. And that is what makes season 19 so thrilling. It is not just another chapter. It is a season of transformation, where every character, every relationship, and every decision has the potential to alter the future. The stakes have never been higher, and the questions never more haunting. Who will rise, who will fall, and who will discover that change, while terrifying, is sometimes the only path forward? Heartland has always been a show about family, love, and resilience, but season 19 raises the question: what happens when those very foundations are shaken? This is not just about one storyline or one character's journey. It's about the ripple effect that spreads through every corner of the ranch, touching each life in unexpected ways. The beauty of Heartland has always been its quiet strength, its ability to show life as both fragile and powerful. But in season 19, that balance tips, and fans will see just how fragile even the strongest bonds can become when faced with change. Amy's choices lie at the center of this storm. For years, she has been the figure of stability, the woman who found purpose through her gift with horses and strength through her family. But now, the weight of her decisions threatens to shift everything. The possibility of romance, long whispered about in earlier seasons, now burns with greater urgency. If she opens her heart again, she risks more than personal heartbreak. She risks changing the way her daughter, her family, and even the viewers see her. Yet if she chooses to remain closed off, she risks something just as dangerous, losing the chance to grow, to live, and to truly embrace the future. It is this emotional crossroads that gives season 19 its dramatic heartbeat, leaving fans on edge with every passing episode. Meanwhile, Lou's struggle begins to mirror Amy's in unexpected ways. Though Lou has always been the sister who chased her ambitions, her journey this season highlights the cost of chasing too much. The burden of leadership, the demands of family, and the sacrifices of personal happiness all collide in season 19. Lou has always been capable, determined, and relentless, but this time the choices may not be hers to control. The tension between her professional goals and her role as a sister and mother builds until it threatens to snap. And when it does, fans may witness a side of Lou they've never seen before, a side that questions everything she thought she knew about herself. Tim's arc, however, may be the most explosive of all. For years, he has been the unpredictable fire in the Heartland story, a man both loved and criticized for his flaws. But this season, the ground beneath Tim seems ready to give way. Rumors of a hidden past, a long-buried secret, or a truth that could alter his family's perception of him swirl around his story. If revealed, this could undo years of hard-earned redemption, shaking his place within the family to its core. The suspense of Tim's arc lies not only in what the secret may be, but in how he, and those around him, will respond when it comes to light. Will the family forgive him again, or will this be the moment that finally breaks him? And then there is Jack. For nearly 2 decades, Jack has been the anchor of Heartland, the voice of reason, the heart of wisdom. But even anchors cannot hold against every storm. Season 19 dares to suggest that Jack may face trials that shake his authority, his health, or even his role as the family's guide. This is not about removing Jack's strength. It's about showing the human reality of age, of time, and of the shifting dynamics between generations. The idea that Jack could be tested in this way carries a heavy emotional weight for fans who see him as the soul of Heartland. But it is precisely this weight that makes his arc so compelling. How will the family respond if Jack falters? Will they rise to protect him as he has always protected them? Or will fractures appear in the unity he fought so hard to preserve? But perhaps the greatest unknown of season 19 lies not with the familiar faces, but with the newcomers. New characters are rarely simple in Heartland. They bring opportunities, challenges, and sometimes chaos. In this season, the arrival of fresh faces feels different, heavier, as if their presence is tied to a larger shift in the story. Could one of them hold the key to Amy's next chapter? Could another bring conflict that drives a wedge through the family? Or worse, could a newcomer threaten the very land that Heartland calls home? With so little revealed about who they are, the suspense lingers like a shadow over the ranch, leaving fans to wonder whether these arrivals will bring salvation or destruction. What makes season 19 so powerful is its sense of inevitability. Change is coming, whether the characters are ready or not. Every decision, every moment, every secret revealed will push the family toward a future they cannot avoid. For Amy, Lou, Tim, Jack, and the others, this is the season where old wounds may resurface, new bonds may form, and futures may be rewritten. It's a reminder that life does not stand still, even in the comforting embrace of the Heartland Ranch. And as the season unfolds, fans will realize that this isn't just another story. It's the beginning of a transformation that could alter the very soul of Heartland forever. Because in season 19, nothing is safe. Not the land, not the relationships, not even the legacy that has carried Heartland for almost 2 decades. Everything is on the line. And as the story moves forward, one thing becomes terrifyingly clear: everything changes.